gotta get up. We have chest. Are your feet on the ground?
Yep.
Is your heart pumping blood?
Somewhat.
Nice. Hell yeah. Let's go. See you soon. He's always so enthusiastic. You gotta love it. He's just so full of life, so ready to rock and roll. I don't know why he wouldn't be. It's Monday. We got chest. I'm fired up if you can't tell. I just had a cookie. It's Monday. We got chest. It doesn't sound much better than that. I mean, it's International Chest Day. I would imagine that probably like, I don't know, we'll spitball, we'll say 90% of the people that watch this video, yeah, you are going to be hitting chest today. And it's going to be phenomenal. We're excited. We're full of life. After a good weekend of rest, solid leg day, I'm excited to get back on the upper body side of things. Man, I don't know. I like, you guys can see it. I'm freaking lively this morning. I'm excited to go, and you know, I'm not gonna hit you with yes, I have to treat every single morning. It's not true. This is a facade. I feel like this is my body lying to me. But you know, this is kind of like what I was saying in my last video, where, you know, when you wake up, especially really early in the morning like this, you just gotta embrace it. It's gonna suck no matter what, and it's cold. It is what it is. You have to make the best of the situation. If you're not making the best of your situations when it comes to your training, and you're like, you are just hating every second of it, it might not be the training for you. You might need to change it up for real. Don't feel like you have to be forced into, you know, waking up early and staying it that way, keeping it that way, you know, forced to doing just bodybuilding when you have so many other things you can be doing. Like you said, you know, before in the past, like there's all these different variations of training, whatever. But I would just really encourage you to, you know, get uncomfortable, try something different every once in a while, just see what, you know, really tickles the fans, what really tickles the fancy. But guys, real fast, something that I just been thinking on in the last kind of few days of, you know, making YouTube videos again. And not that I've made like a whole ton, like years worth. You know, I started a couple years ago, got pretty consistent, you know, was seeing some decent growth, and then fell off, and then fell off again. And, you know, I feel like it's just part of life. But, you know, one of the really cool lessons that I think YouTube teaches a person is that, you know, one, quality really matters, but the most important piece is that you are going to suck. Like you are going to suck in the very beginning. And it's really hard because the comparison game is so crazy on YouTube, and it's everywhere. You know, Instagram, TikTok, you know, it's always, you know, there's always something. It's just like, man, I should be doing that, or I wish I could be doing that, or I'm going to start just doing that. And you totally can, right? You can copy some of your favorite people, and, you know, it might help you out. It might not. Personally, I don't think it will. I know some people have found some luck with it. I'll say luck because it runs out shortly. But this is where you have to learn to be bad. You have to embrace being bad. You have to feel okay feeling bad, because feeling bad doesn't always mean that you're doing bad. And I think that's a really important thing to understand. Is like, you know, you might feel that maybe the content is bad, it's not as cool, you don't have the best intro, you know, you don't have the aesthetics to it just yet, the perfect sounds, the visuals, and to you it might look bad, but to others it might be great, you know. And that took me a long time to that was like a pill that took a long time to swallow, I'll say, because, you know, after video, you know, you get the creative juices flowing, and it feels pretty good. You're like, damn, I'm kind of getting the hang of this whole thing. And then, you know, you watch something back and you're like, oh, that looked like trash. And it wasn't, though. You know, you can feel bad, but it doesn't mean that you are doing bad. So my point being is, with like, yes, this is me with YouTube right now, but where is that in your life? Where is that in your life right now, where you feel like, you know, maybe it's something new, maybe you're starting over, maybe you feel that you could be doing more and you feel bad, but you're not necessarily doing bad work. And I keep repeating that because I think that the more that you can say it, think it, just kind of put that mentality in your brain, the more you can kind of see yourself actually doing a lot better than you thought you were. So for the new chapters, whatever you want to call it, the new humble beginnings, it's being able to embrace that and be like, okay, yeah, it might suck right now, but what's one piece I can improve this week? What's one piece that I can, slowly pull together? That way it's not just an all, 0 to 100 change. Because just like the fitness journey, I'm sure plenty of you have been here, what I'm about to talk about, because I know I sure have. When you go 0 to 100 in a fitness journey, more than likely you fall off within the next couple days, right? If you change up, if you're not working out at all, you're not tracking food, you're not drinking water, and this day you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to the gym for 2 hours, doing my cardio, I'm drinking a whole gallon of water, and I'm going to immediately switch up everything that I've been eating and eat clean, and I'm being in a deficit. Your body's certainly going to be like, what the actual fuck are you doing? Okay? Because then from there, your body feels like crap. Okay? As much as we want to feel good, your body's going to feel like crap that day. And then you want to stack on another day. And then potentially another one if you make it that far. And your body's kind of freaking out. Okay? And yes, you can get away with making those changes in a short amount of time. But more than likely what your body needs is a slow adaptation to getting more and more comfortable with those changes, with your nutrition, moving your body, the hydration. There's all these little things that, if you're not doing in a timely manner, your body has this really cool freak out freaking thermometer that just starts to blow up. So it's the same thing with, me and my YouTube. This week I want to take a look and see what's one thing I can really improve on and slowly start to make those changes over time, because I'm in a really good flow state with it, I feel like. Granted, this is my third or fourth video that I'm putting out in this third go around. I'm just being fully transparent. Third go around, I've sort of failed the first 2 times, but we're back in the saddle, we're riding the horse, and we're getting shit done. So I want to flow. I want to flow my way. Beforehand, I had a whole schedule. I was making sure that I was doing this on a certain day at a certain time, and now I'm just kind of like, F it. Like I want to create it. Like I want to create what I want to create it. So I hope this can help help with some clarity, help maybe stop some freakouts, help some people understand that it's okay where they are. I think at some point we all just need a small amount of reassurance that where we're starting, or maybe the work that we're doing, it's not as bad as we think it is. So I hope that helps, guys. And with Monday rolling around here, it's a really good opportunity just to practice some good habits, build some solid foundation for the rest of the week. We have a new year coming up relatively soon. I'm not going to spook you guys and be like, it's going to be your next week. Right? I see a lot of those fitness coaches that they use that as that scare tactic, that you got to hurry up and change your whole entire life, otherwise 2026 is a fail, and it's not. So just that reminder, guys. You might be feeling bad, but you're probably not doing bad. Okay, just keep your chin up. You keep showing up. You keep putting that work. If you feel like you can improve, ask for help. Ask for some, some second eyes on what it is that you're doing. See where you can improve. Take one thing of what you're working on and improve that little piece of it, and then have that compound interest build up over time. Okay, so like I was saying in the beginning, when I was just freaking yelling and freaking. We got chest, so we're getting pretty close to the gym. So I'm gonna catch you in there, all right? All right, guys, that wraps up the workout. Good full upper body pump. Feel pretty good. Feeling large, in charge. But man, big PR. The 125s, 2 sets, 8 the first one, and second one 10. Technically, very off program. We're supposed to do the 2 sets. First one was 8, and then the second one was supposed to be anywhere from 5 to 8. So there's supposed to be wiggle room for failure, and ended up blowing it out of the water, doing better than the first set. So just a very, very strong reminder that you are so much stronger than you think, internally, mentally, spiritually. Like, you truly do have it within you to show up, put in the work, do incredible stuff for yourself and for your life. But you have to be, again, willing to push into those uncomfortable waters, and it's going to be scary. That's why I recommend having, wrist wraps, like having equipment, having safety bars, having spotters. If the goal is to build strength, if the goal is to build muscle, like, there is a certain limit that you have to continue to push every single day. And not every day is going to be a PR, not every day is going to be successful. There's going to be fails along the way, there's going to be coming shorts along the way. That's part of the process. Me and Donovan, little man, we joke around. We say we don't take L's, we take lessons. And it's just always a moment for you to reflect and think, okay, where can I do better? Did I eat right? Did I rest well? And things are not always going to be perfect, so you cannot wait for those perfect times to act perfect. It's always acting as if, because when the moment arises and you don't have that mentality, like, you're not willing to push in that moment, you are going to be failing. All right, so again, just a very strong message to you guys, especially on a Monday morning. You are a lot stronger than you think. I know you said earlier in the video, you're not doing bad. It's very true. You might feel bad, but you're not doing bad. And you have to continue to push, especially in those bad days, those moments where it feels like you can't keep going, where you're not strong enough. You dig deep, you take an extra deep breath, and you believe in yourself, and the weight's going to move. And that could be, you can correlate that to any weight of life, the weight of stress, the weight of pressure, the weight of, whatever it could be. But showing up is half the battle. Not even taking that out. Scratch. We're gonna maybe put a sound over that. Showing up is not half the battle. I hate that term, actually. I don't know why that popped in my head. I feel like I was just like in the zone. You got to say that. I don't think that showing up is half the battle. I think that showing up is part of the process, and you should show up, because when you show up, you're there to give up. You're there to give in any sort of work that you got. It might not be 100, it might be 60%, but you give 100% of that 60. So showing up with the right intention, showing up with purpose, making sure that there is intentional work going on, whether it's in front of the screen, behind the scenes, don't freaking matter. You're showing up and working. So guys, I want you to keep pushing, keep working, always forward, as we say. You got it in you. So, believe in your strength, believe in yourself, most importantly, and let's have ourselves a kick-ass week, all right? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's stay juicy. Let's fucking go.